yes, you are joined here on Synergym Podcast with Victor Garsley.
I am the Crow Boy.
I am Mr. Graves.
And I'm Frankenjade.
And you are joined here on Synergym Podcast, the podcast where we play games, we tell facts, we do silly news stories, and we visit orphanages to kill children and visit them in 30 years' time to see if it's haunted.
Oh.
I was expecting
we did last week.
Execute Order 66.
No, I mean, ghosts have got to start somewhere, and we're the ones who are doing it.
The reason horror films exist.
Yeah.
Cool. Welcome to the last episode of Synergyn.
Little Jimmy Boo.
Well, technically, it is the last episode of Synergyn of 2020. The year. I think this year will be. Like how hotels don't have a floor 13 and like planes don't have a row 13. I think when we get to history books in the future, this year will just be absent. Bad juju. Like you'll go from 2019 to 2021.
Historians will be like, I don't know what happened. Something must have happened.
Just imagine going for a book like 2018, got a list 2019, 2020. PTO.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and like this. Obviously, if you're into gaming, the Cyberpunk launch got one last foot in the door just as 2020 was exiting. I mean, what could possibly save this year in the dying days that are left? Mm-hmm. I think the return of Heelies, personally.
Oh, mate. Yeah,
like Heeley shoes, the shoes with wheels.
But you make that sound like a bad thing.
No, as in that's the only thing that can save it.
Sorry, my bad.
I mean, we had Turkey Twizzlers come back. That was a highlight.
All around me are familiar faces.
Wicked.
Yeah, but what new thing? We'll talk a bit of recaps in a minute. But what could save it at the dying embers? What could turn it all around?
2020.
Yeah.
Or
who could save it? Apart from Heelys. Everyone gets it. That would just put everyone in a better mood.
Far, Heelys is number one.
Yeah.
That's a hard question of what could save 2020. I mean,
have a think about it. Let's talk about. Let's maybe have a little reflection on what 2020 was about for us.
And if you have a suggestion of what could save 2020, send it to synergynpodcast@gmail.com. I think we also need to make a point that we're recording this episode before Christmas, so even though this is our last one of the year, we haven't. If something bad happens between now and New Year,
we don't know.
It's just like Christmas because of how Christmas went.
They went. Oh, God, the guys didn't even talk about Super Hitler rising from the grave.
That was the best thing about
Mecha Hitler.
Mecha Hitler, and his friend Robo Stalin,
I've got an image. I've got an image of someone controlling the Mega Hitler just as the window where his tash is.
And he fights off the return of Jeffrey Epstein, the Godzilla version.
The return of Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh yeah,
along with little Jimmy Boo.
Oh yeah, poor old Jimmy Boo. But I think one thing did happen in 2020, and that was the Synergyn podcast was born, and it wasn't quite born in its form that it lies in now. No. The first, if you're new or you came in midway and you do venture back to the first episode or you did listen to it, you'll know it's recorded in a hotel room in Wales.
So just a tablet,
and a sack of dreams.
Yeah.
Well, I call it a bed.
The podcast has changed, but originally the podcast idea was that we were going to record episodes while we're at gigs. And that was a great way for us to pass our time when we're just hanging out in hotel rooms. It was a chance for us to chat to other bands and get them on it. We did it with Frenchie and the Punk. We did it with Monty, Alice's Night Circus. Professor Elemental was in lockdown, but it was a great chance for us to chat to people and for them to promote themselves, and we had to adapt it and change it. I mean, it would still be nice in next year if gigs start happening that we can mix it up. We can do sometimes the four of us, and sometimes, when we're at a gig. But I think it's been, to me personally, it's probably been one of the biggest saving graces of this year for me.
Definitely.
Genuinely.
Something to look forward to. And I hope you guys do too. Remember to leave a 5-star review on the podcasting apps.
Otherwise, little Jimmy Boo will come in from under your bed and grab your balls.
He'll grab your balls.
Come under your bed.
Do a poo in your pillowcase.
Do a poo in your pillowcase. And then splat it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's been great how we've been able to every week we've text each other and be like, right, podcast this week, and it's been such a fun thing to look forward to, and for our discussions we've got all these great ideas for next year. We've been talking about doing little videos, when we can actually, we were already starting to do the videos, weren't we? And trying to find our feet, but obviously we're back online now. But yeah, what about you guys? Sorry, I've chatted a bit there, but
Yeah, good.
I definitely think this would, as you said, this is like a saving grace. It's kept us all going. The only highlight I can else think of apart from this really was before lockdown, which was I got to go to India this year with a band, which was pretty cool. But that was literally just before it all kind of kicked off. So while I'm over there, we can see the rest of the world being like, "There's something happening." So it was a bit like, "Oh, this would be nice. We'll enjoy this while we can." And then got back to the UK, and it all kind of went to shit.
Is that what the news is like out there? There's something happening.
There's something happening.
There's still something happening.
but not yet.
It's just in. Something's happening.
Get ready.
I think one of the nice things about it has been, and we talked about this on one of the early ones where we were kind of getting this going. Was the four of us reconnecting the four of us.
yeah,
Where we didn't really talk. We talked infrequently before this. I think we've always been very good friends, but we spoke infrequently. So it's a good platform for us to just hang out and be silly.
yeah.
And think of all the weird things that were born from it. There was Bing Bong Biscuits.
Yeah. I'm the King of Spain.
I'm the King of Spain.
That was the classic.
Yeah. More recently, that one that keeps getting stuck in my head for some reason is Kiki Ki Ma Ma Ma. I can't remember what the point of it was, but
that's what I love about it, is that every single episode there seems to be some sort of catchphrase. Which is yeah.
And we brought listen. We've got regular listeners, and I suppose it's a good chance to say thanks to everyone who's been tuning in. And if you do want to leave us what your favourite bit of the year in Sin and Gin is, let us know, because we're keen to know, and we're keen to do more of it. And like Matt said, we've got plans for what we want to do next year. We want to push it out to new audiences, and
I think one of the main things is just to tell your friends to listen to it.
Yeah,
the big things, and just pass it on.
But most importantly, we want to tell you that you're beautiful, and we love you. And we
you might have to say that again.
You cut off.
I wanted to say that you're beautiful, and we want to give you a little kiss right on the lips, right on the, just a quick one on the lips.
You will.
Which reminds me of something my friend said once. Is like, do you remember the old days of texting? You used to put a kiss at the end of every text if you were chatting to maybe like a girl, or just to someone you were friendly with. But imagine you just gave someone a little kiss every time you put an X in a text. So like, imagine you did that in real life. You were like, "Oh, hi Ash, how's it going?" Oh yeah.
Make the sound at the end of every sentence.
Just give him a quick.
How are you?
A quick little tap on the lips.
I think we need to start doing it.
Yeah, it'd be very continental.
Well, it's like how girls call their friends girlfriends. I think we need to call each other boyfriends.
And then, oh Matt, I haven't seen you in ages.
Come here, boyfriend. Let me give you a kiss.
Yeah, I'm hanging out. Oh, I'm hanging out with my boyfriends tonight. Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Finish that with a kiss. Yeah. I don't know why the spread of COVID kept happening. Really, I'm kind of.
I blame those Sin and Gin boys forcing everyone to kiss on the lips.
Those damn Sin and Ginners.
Constant kissing.
So what's going on this week?
Whoa.
This week we of course have Count Factula. Hello. No.
Is he on the news broadcast with old Funky Gibbons? That's why he was delayed.
Yeah, he's trying to sneak onto it. Get back here, you stupid turd. I'm sorry. You know where you belong. You've got your own section. Is that not enough? Do we not feed you? Well, you only feed me kibble, and I need blood. Well, we dip them in blood. We dip the kibble in blood. Oh, it's not enough. Shut your whore mouth. Oh.
Tonight's radio play on Channel Radio 4 is Count Factula.
So we got Count Factula. Then we have a new game show host this week.
Oh, there he is. Look at him now, cheeky there in the corner of the Zoom screen.
So what's the game called?
It's called That's a Chant or I Can't.
Oh, wow.
Of course it is.
Quite a mouthful.
Then we of course have shit news where we've picked something just from 2020. And of course we finish on the glorious, the spectacular Blank-O-Mattic. So I think we should bring in our first guest. Hello? Yeah, all right, you can come in now.
Come in.
Thank you.
Be nice to meet you.
Do you guys want
you.
Do you want the rest of us to just leave?
I'm gonna fuck him.
What do we say?
Yeah. The next 45 minutes is.
He's like, oh!
Who says blood isn't a lubricant?
This is Count Factula.
I've got facts for you. You've got facts for me. Well, here comes Count Factula to train you with his facts. I am Count Factula.
Oh wow, Count Factula, you having a hard day today.
Great time.
It's all that kibble.
Get back in your box.
Have you been mingling with people without a mask on? Right, welcome to Count Factula. This is the section of the show where we tell each other facts to amaze and outstand each other. They're researched by the team here at Juicy Crew Industries with only the finest research computers, all linked to CERN, the CERN database, and all of those juicy facts. And absolutely do not debate us on any of them because we're right and you're wrong.
Sponsored by One-to-One Mobile.
One-to-One Mobile, apparently. Yeah. Don't know what that is.
You don't remember One-to-One?
I don't know if you
T-Mobile back in the day or something.
I don't know if you're starting.
It was like old school. Yeah.
I don't know if you're starting a new company and you're trying to self-promote it across this podcast, do a bit of cross-promotion, but I will not allow it. And you're banned. You're banned for 60 days from Synergy. Right. So in terms of facting, let's hear you first, Matthew.
Oh, me?
Oh, you.
Oh, me?
Right. Listen up here, you ghoulish gonads.
Ghoulish Gavins.
Testicles.
Have you heard about a guy called Sawney Bean?
No.
Isn't that the guy that gets killed in like all of the programs and films?
No, that's Sean Bean.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It sounds a bit like Goldie Hawn or something.
Okay, so the legend of cannibal Sawney Bean.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh, he's a cannibal.
Yeah. Has scared Scottish children for hundreds of years. And yeah, so Bean's cannibalism and reluctiveness secured his place amongst history's weirdest people. And it's between the 15th, 16th century in Scotland. Basically, Bean and his female companion hid out in a cave for 25 years. They had multiple kids who ended up having children all through incest. And he eventually had a clan of 48 people living in this cave as these weird incest family cannibals. And they are allegedly responsible for eating over 1,000 people. Who they caught and brought back to their secluded cave. So Sawney Bean led his family on this gruesome journey. They operated in complete secrecy, only leaving the cave to hunt at night. Once they captured their prey, they would bring them back home, where they would be promptly dismembered and eaten. The pieces of their victims that weren't eaten right away would be pickled and saved for later. However, one night, the clan chose to attack a man who proved to be more than a worthy opponent. The man was killed. The man was highly skilled in combat and fought the Bean family long enough for others to hear the commotion and come to help. They retreated back to the cave, but the damage was done. A search party was organised and the family was found. They were all captured and sent to a jail in Edinburgh. And a short time later, they were executed for their horrendous crimes.
Jesus.
Wait, there are a couple of things about that. Number one man fought off 48 inbred savages, which is quite impressive. I'd like to have seen what.
Yeah, they probably had like 3 or 4 arms.
It might not have been all 48 of them.
I mean, still.
Maybe 47.
Secondly, that story is horrific. Who documented this in the 15th century?
Well,
Sawney Bean himself.
Yeah, the cave
Was it OK Magazine?
Yeah, back in the 15th, 16th century.
Magazine.
Okay.
Very good.
The cave was said to be 180 meters deep.
Deep.
Yeah.
Oh, they fell into every time.
So they had plenty of room. Yeah, they had helicopter hair to fly up.
Oh, yeah.
And 4 legs to jump back up.
Kind of go back to the top and eat someone.
I'm hungry. I'm not very good at a Scottish accent. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. I'm a cannibal. My name's Sawney Bean, and I'm a cannibal, and I'm going to eat your face.
I mean, you said Scotland, not Yorkshire, right?
It was the best I could do.
It's north. It's north. It will do.
It's like, hey,
Yorkshire for Yorkshire.
hey up. I can't do it. I'm not even going to try because I can't do it.
Achman!
Hey up.
Check out my granddaughter. She's also my girlfriend.
My daughter.
Have you seen that show, Mr. Bean? I think that's great.
Check out my son. He's got a great big Habsburg jaw.
Come here, Charles. Son, say hi.
I'm the king of Scotland.
It always makes me wonder, though.
Shame reaction. No, I'm the king of Scotland.
I'm the cannibal of Scotland.
It always makes me wonder, though, because, like, wasn't that like Noah's deal? Noah, like, everyone on Earth drowned, and it was like Noah and his kids.
His kingdom of animals.
Do you reckon that's Noah living in that cave?
I bet he fucked a penguin.
Oh, right.
Was Noah Sawney Bean?
His incestuous family with all the incestuous animals that have lived on.
Isn't that like the sort of the plot of The Hills Have Eyes as well? Is that? I'm trying to think. I've not.
They were big fans of Sawney Bean.
Well, it's funny that you say that. That the story of this was actually an inspiration for it.
That's what I was. That was what I was thinking when when you were talking about it. So
yeah,
that's really interesting.
And I mean, eating people in the 15th century probably was rolling the dice a bit as well with all the disease that was going around. So I'm surprised they lived that long, if I'm being honest.
And the reasons for Bean and his bride or his wife or whatever fleeing, many say it was because Agnes, his wife, was accused of being a witch.
Oh dear.
Of course.
Oh, witchy Bean. Right, well, that's something. That was a thing. Dave, have you got anything more wholesome for us? Perhaps?
Not at all. No.
Oh, great.
Not at all.
Not at all. No. I was thinking about how, like, usually at the end of every year, around New Year's, I suppose maybe it's just because of our generation that normally there's some sort of nutter out there saying that the world's going to end. So I started looking into how many times that's actually been a thing, how many like different accusations there are of people saying this is when the world's going to end. And it ended up being a huge list. If you go back through history, it just goes on and on and on, mainly through different kind of religious cults or actual religious leaders saying that due to this sort of thing in this religious book, the world's going to end at this date. So I picked up on what I think were my favourite kind of ones and some of the more famous ones. So we'll go back in time. We'll go back to like 1910. And French astronomer Camille Flammarion thought that Heelies comet would snuff out all life in 1910. Basically, they thought the comet was going to get so close to the Earth that it was either going to mess up our atmosphere and kind of either like completely destroy the Earth's atmosphere and like make it crust over, I think was one of the comments. Or it was just going to hit it. Yeah, they kind of had a theory that the asteroid was going to get so close that it was going to get nice and crusty.
It would fuck up the atmosphere, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, and just eventually we'd all die. But obviously that didn't happen. I'd like to state that one thing I did find funny about this website that I've got most of the kind of info from. It says, so far, no theories or predictions about how the world will end have proven true.
Oh, good.
So far.
Oh, right.
Until 2020.
Yeah, until
We are.
We've still got a few
still
weeks.
time.
Although we are overdue a catastrophe, aren't we? Like the dinosaurs went twice, but this age is due for a catastrophe. That would make 2020. That would end 2020, wouldn't it? End on a good old catastrophe.
The one that got me, I saw a thing the other day that really made me laugh. Said, what if the guy that made the Mayan calendar was dyslexic and it was actually 2021 instead of 2012?
Fucking hell.
No.
It's I mean, one of them was 2012, the Mayan calendar. The Y2K bug, I think that was the main one that always sticks in my head. The year 2000, there was a theory that computers were going to shut down.
Don't mention that, because every time I mention that, my dad's an IT engineer, and he always goes, well, the whole reason the world didn't shut down was because of people like me. I'm like, yeah, all right, Dad.
We did it.
You're such a hero.
Yeah. They'll erect a monument in your name, no doubt.
Well, there was still insurance policies covering Y2K.
Yeah, they sure were.
till like 2015.
Oh wow!
Like, yeah, there was still insurance policies that still had it in their clauses.
I like the lack of foresight that people who made computers in the 80s and 90s didn't realise that we'd still be using computers in the year 2000.
Because isn't there in certain insurance policies and stuff, at least I've heard that acts of God are covered or something crazy that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a very American.
This is Sin and Gin podcast where we talk about insurance.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've mentioned insurance, to be fair. Right.
Wait. I tell you what we do need, we haven't had in ages.
Go on.
Good old volcano.
Oh, the last one was the Icelandic one, wasn't it?
Yeah, we need a bigger one.
Isn't Yellowstone due?
Yellowstone is due, actually, yeah. And that's
we had the Hadron Collider.
And that would be disastrous.
Oh, yeah, I remember they would thought that a black hole would have ripped open the world.
Oh, Hadron Collider, yeah.
2008, that was Hadron.
Yeah, but the Hadron Collider would have...
That genuinely made me feel sick the day that got turned on. Genuinely.
Again, with my dad, the man has a physics degree. And he was like, the biggest black hole would have been capable of making would have been 1 centimeter in diameter, and it would have been it'd be a very cute, very non-destructive black hole. But do you know that draws enough power in a year to power 300,000 homes?
Bloody hell!
Oh, cute.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
but it doesn't want to, does it?
I remember the
doesn't want to. Just wants to kill us.
And I was at work, and I just remember looking at the time, thinking, "Holy shit!" I don't know why it was really weird. I don't know why.
Holy shit!
Because the newspapers and the TV had been hyping it up massively. Yeah, but we did find the Higgs boson. So, cool. Ashley, what have you got for us this week?
Well, it's funny you were sort of talking about science and everything, because
science.
I was curious the other day about astronauts, and I was wondering to myself, how long it takes to train to become an astronaut, what's involved, and how much it maybe costs. And it turns out that it's the sort of, there's no sort of definite figure.
Sorry, before you carry on, is this to do it legally?
This is all the legal way. No back.
Because technically...
Yeah, get your spacesuit off the back of a truck. You know what I'm saying?
All spacesuits for sale.
In some corners of town, they call me the space cowboy.
But yeah, apparently, it's estimated that it costs about $15 million to train an astronaut,
and they have to have a degree, right?
They do. They have to be qualified applicants. Must be graduates
in music technology.
In food tech. No. It says in a field of science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. And if you don't have one, you have to have at least 1,000 hours in basically jet flying or something along those lines. That's the alternative. Going through, apparently, the last time the they were looking for astronauts, there was 18,300 entries, and out of all of those, only 12 were selected. Basically, they go through a 2-year basic training course, which involves crazy amounts of stuff. They need to have skills in leadership, teamwork, and communications. They have to be incredibly fit. Have to be between 5'2" and 6'3". Yes. They have to have a particular blood pressure.
I'm out.
Yeah. They have to effectively do a 4-year college course within 2 years.
So they're looking for hunky geeks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Basically.
That's us out.
Some of the exercises astronauts are asked to compete in their training: swimming, treading water for 10 minutes whilst wearing a flight suit. Going scuba as underwater environment is similar to a space vacuum, and riding in jets to experience zero gravity. Obviously, getting comfortable in space suits is a big thing. They have to learn how to speak Russian because sort of the people that assist with traveling to and from the International Space Station are Russian.
Well, half the International Space Station is Russian.
That's it, exactly. So they have to learn Russian. But the interesting thing is, apparently, the annual salaries for an astronaut start at only $66,000. And apparently, around the maximum is about 144,000 per year, and that comes down to your experience,
which is funny when you think what the risk of death is.
Exactly, yeah.
If you do make it
how
up,
much is involved, but it just basically says nobody gets rich being
and the amount of time away from your family and all that.
Exactly, yeah.
It's an experience, but is it worth it?
Well, the interesting thing.
If you're listening to this right now and you're thinking of becoming an astronaut, don't bother.
Pointless.
The interesting thing.
Yeah, it's flat anyway. Fuck it.
I was listening to something today actually about them obviously gearing up. Obviously, the American space, NASA, their space program, the funding has been cut dramatically over the years. So the rest of the world's kind of picking it up. Mm-hmm. But they're thinking about ways to go to send humans to Mars.
That's right.
And there's a team of French, I think they're French, German, and maybe Russian team who did a simulation of the flight and everything. They had to spend 2 years in a pretend spaceship away from their family.
Yeah, I can remember they got people together for this.
Yeah, no sunlight, no internet, no talking to your family.
Day 432
Yeah.
in this big space house.
I've changed my name to Sawney Bean.
They were living in a container that's about the size of half a train, an underground train carriage. You know, it's crazy when you think about it. For 2 years, just to simulate how humans would get through it, like mentally, physically. Who would sign up for that? It's fucking mental.
Would you please come to the diary room?
Dean has murdered everyone in the chain.
Right, no more Scottish facts. I don't want to hear Matt's Scottish accent anymore.
Day 300 in the big rocket house.
There's an imposter amongst you.
It's like he's in the diary room. It's like, I don't know. He's kind of sus.
He's sus.
I did the tasks.
You weren't doing any tasks. I saw you get through the crate.
I was on cameras.
Right. Okay, so this is my fact now. So you guys know octopuses. I had to look up the plural of that because I didn't know if it was that.
It was octopi?
No, I looked it up. I thought it was octopi as well, but it's octopuses.
Yeah, no, I know that.
So we know octopuses. So I was thinking the other day, I didn't know. I got them a bit confused with jellyfish because I thought that some octopuses were immortal, like some jellyfish are. Mm-hmm. But it turns out that's very much not the case. And I looked up how long they live, and it was 3 to 5 years. And I thought, it doesn't seem very long at all because they're known to be very intelligent and problem solving, and they take things apart.
But they're clumsy.
But they can't cheat.
Well, I looked up the reason why, and it's very sad. So we're going to end on a very sad one.
Oh, good.
So basically, octopuses, reproduction is the ultimate goal in life. But after they mate, there's a bit of a sad ending. So some octopuses, the female eats the man or kills the man. Just fuck you, mate. See ya. But some of them, they just a male will find a female, come across, they send out chemical signals to each other, and then they do it. They do the sex. They do a little wiggly wobbly sexy. Put my tentacle in. Let me put my tentacle in your flenticle. That kind of thing. Yeah.
But that time's
well,
I'm waiting for the next motion.
It's not too dissimilar actually, because they will flash an intricate skin display to attract the female.
Oh, like
pop a nipple or something.
Oh.
No, I won't say that.
And then they have their erectile tissue in one of their arms. So get a hard arm. I don't know what's going on. This happens every time I tell a fact. Just fucking nonsense happens. So basically they have sex, but after that after they do it, they both part ways and they both go into a form of dementia. So they basically they wander around without purpose. They forget that shit's happened and they forget to eat or sleep or anything, and they just kind
That is a big orgasm.
Yeah, they basically.
Who am I? Where am I? What year is it?
They basically just waste away. And that's why they don't live very long. And they looked into what this is, and it's a bit. There's basically an organ behind their eyes. That's a bit like I can never say the name of this. The pituitary gland that we have that controls hormones, and it's the thing that makes you really horny when you're a teenager or an adult like Matt.
Or now,
but basically, if they've removed that in some of them, and even after they mate, it means they live like way longer, and they have the ability to live way longer. But for some reason, evolution has said, "Hey, you're going to do it, and then you're just going to wither away. You're just going to get dementia."
Heroin and sex.
Well, they reckon it's because they're going back to Matt. A segue back to Matt's original fact. Apparently, octopuses are highly cannibalistic, and it prevents the mother from then eating up all the young once they're born.
Right.
By just making them die, essentially.
darling, we can't have sex tonight. I'll eat the kids.
Yeah. Wait till I'm in season, and then I'll get dementia afterwards, and just.
It's like you feeling a bit. It's like no, I've already eaten.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the sad reason octopuses only live like 5 years.
Oh.
But you have to think that'd be a bloody good shag. It'd have to be a bloody good shag, wouldn't it? Your one and only shag.
You got 8 legs. I mean.
Think about the first time you had sex, and think if that was the last time you also had sex, how disappointing that would be.
Oh, wow.
God.
All 2 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't normally last this long. Oh wait.
I would have died at 13.
For fun.
Next part.
Yeah. That was a little intimate look into Matt's life there. I would have died at 29. What? Right. On to the next thing. Dave's thing. The thing. See ya.
Good evening, travellers. As we all know, torture devices can be very, very expensive nowadays. But come on down to Circumference's torture rack, and we'll get you the finest torture devices you need. We've got the Brazen Bull. This one's a right bastard. We've got the Pair of Anguish. We've got the Iron Maiden. We've got dunking, boiling, exposure. We've got everything you need. Is your wife a witch? Burn her! We've got bargains on wood and flames. You can get all your finest wares to kill and torture people here at Circumference. I don't know where I'm going with this advert now, but we also sell remedies if you have the Black Plague, or if your eyes are falling out because you've eaten the wrong soup. We've also got bread that puts hairs on your chest, but we also have bread that leaves a fiery burning taste in your mouth that will probably kill you. It's what you get in 1066. Medieval times. Also check out Mount Fitchett Castle in Essex. It's great.
How the hell are we all doing? You ready for a sexy little game?
That was very intimate opening.
I'm an introvert.
Do I get my penis out now, or
Yeah. Should we all get our penises out?
shall we?
I've been mine out.
I've been suffering from that glitch that Cyberpunk players have been having, where my penis just comes out of my clothing every now and then.
You can choose the size.
I've got a fact for you. I've had my foreskin out for every episode of Sin and Gin so far.
Just the foreskin.
He
Just
uses
the
it as a
foreskin.
cup holder.
It's
Removed,
super
you
long.
just leave it on the side,
It's
or
so long. Right, what's your game, Dave?
Here's a fact as well. I've been wearing my skin for every episode.
Okay, glad you said that, not something else. Right, my game is something that we all love, especially, well, mainly Joe loves it, but I thought we all love the game of football, of foreskins. And
Kick the ball, boys. Kicking it.
Boys. But especially being English, one of the main things that I know about football, and probably one of the only things I know about football, are football chants. And how everyone likes to have a good sing-along and make up a chant. And I think out of all the things out of football, because of the musical element and some of the fact that some of the chants are brilliant, the stuff that they come out with is absolute gold, I've decided to do, is this a chant or I can, I can't? And those of you that watch the League of Gentlemen, the I can, I can't's a reference from that, just in case you didn't know.
My favourite football chant is one that Arsenal have, because it's the least inventive thing I've ever heard. It goes, Tottenham are shit. What is shit? Tottenham are shit.
Fucking art.
But that's it. I knew that you'd have probably a slight advantage on this, so I purposely avoided all Arsenal.
Oh, fair enough.
Just to kind of hopefully make it a little bit even between us all.
Okay.
So I've obviously made up some myself, and a lot of them are made up.
So we have to say whether it's a real football chant or a fake football chant.
Pretty much, yeah. So
and have you made up the fart ones? The fake ones?
The fart ones. I've made up.
Oh, mate, I'm losing my mind tonight.
I've made up. I mean, some of them. I got to certain points where I was reading through them, and I was like, I don't even need to make some up. Some of these you just won't figure out. So we'll start with what I think is quite an easy one. So it's Sunday, Monday, Happy Bay. Tuesday, Wednesday, Happy Bay. Thursday, Friday, Happy Bay. Saturday, Happy Bay. Rocking all week with you.
Are you saying Habit Bay?
Habib Bay.
Habib Bay. I think that's true. I think
that's real. I think that's true.
Okay, so we've got 3 reels. That is real. That's sung by fans of Newcastle United to the tune of Happy Days, obviously. As you
I don't know what Habib Bay is.
I guess it's a football player.
I guess he's a football player.
See, going around the theme of this game.
This is why I picked it.
It's
half the names I'd said.
It's the cameraman at the corner of the pitch.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, don't love me.
Don't love me again, thank you. This is another one. We love our itsy bitsy teeny weeny baldy headed Warren Feeney.
I think that's true.
Yeah, I think that's real.
True.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
3 reels, it's real again. It's Northern Ireland fans, Warren Feeney. Melody to this one. Rio's going to do it. We can push him through it. Watch him run, watch him dance, watch him change his underpants.
Or
that's fake.
I assume that's Rio Ferdinand, which is one of the few footballers you probably know. So I'm gonna say that's fake.
I'm going to say it's real. I don't care. It's fake.
I was like, has Dave heard of any football players? He's probably heard of Rio Ferdinand.
That was my thought process.
I don't care. I'm just like,
Is there one about Alan Shearer in there?
There's another one. There's only one Carlton Palmer, and he smokes marijuana. He's 6 feet tall, and his head's too small. Living in. Oh, I realise I've got the melody completely fucking wrong in this.
Come on in.
There's only one Carlton. I don't actually know how it goes.
You don't have to
He's
sing
6 feet tall, and his head's too small. Living in a Palmer wonderland.
That is so dumb. That's got to be real.
yeah.
I think
That's the kind of shit I'd hear at a football match.
See, I thought that one I might throw you off because of the whole marijuana and being.
No,
I did think about it for a brief.
I've heard some fucking dumb ones.
Okay. Yeah, you do with this one then.
Was that real? Yeah.
That was a real indeed.
That was a real boy.
That's a real boy. Deep fry your pizzas. We're gonna deep fry your pizzas. And that's how it went on, and they repeated that over and over again.
That's fake.
Real.
Fake.
2 fakes in a row. It's real. Scotland fans sang it to Italian supporters in the World Cup qualifiers in 2007.
Of course they fucking did. Of course they fucking did. That's amazing. We're going to deep fry your pizzas.
That's why I added a little crappy Scottish accent I tried there. All right, let's try this one. You've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 1 more nonce than you.
That's fake.
That's fake. I can literally see you're laughing while you're doing it.
That doesn't make any sense. It would have been.
I don't watch football.
It should have been. It should have been. We got 1 less nonce than you.
Why would a football team?
Yeah. We're just full of nonsense.
We've got 1 more nonce than you. He's
Why
funny,
would- if you had said less nonce, then it might have helped. But why would you promote going, yeah, come on, we got paedophile on that team?
Because I tried making it out the other way and it just didn't seem to work.
Can I ask a question? I watch a lot of Premier League matches, and I don't get why every single team has "While the Saints Go Marching In" as a chant. Like they can't all claim to have it. There's only, I mean, Southampton have got the nickname the Saints, so I'll let them have it. But like Tottenham do it, Liverpool do it. I don't like. What's the? Is it because it's a simple nursery rhyme melody that football fans can understand?
Yeah. More research needed. Right, what's the next
You
one?
have less nonces than you. That would have worked.
That's what I said.
I fucked it up.
We're full of nonsense.
We've got more.
We have less nonces than you.
Nonce FC, a place for nonsense.
Your teeth are offside. Your teeth are offside. Luis Suarez, your teeth are offside.
That's true.
That's got to be real.
Yeah.
There's no way that you know who he is.
I do actually know who that player is.
Oh, David.
Well, I say I know who he is. I've heard his name before. Anyway, take it off, Terry. It looks great. Take it off, Terry. It looks great. Oh, take it off, Terry, before it's too late, or you won't score no goal. I messed up the melody on that one.
Okay.
I'm going to say that's fake. I'm putting myself out on a limb here because I feel like John Terry's another player you've probably heard of.
I'm going to say real.
I'm gonna say fake.
Oh, Dave, we lost you.
Dave, you've cut out.
Am I back in?
Yeah, you're back in.
It's 2. You said 2 fakes and a real.
And a real, yeah.
It is fake. It's one I made up.
Yeah. I was going to say, I bet he knows who John Terry is as well.
Yeah. I thought he was throwing a red herring. That's why I didn't go for it.
Well, there was a John Terry one, but I personally thought it was kind of shit, so I made it.
I can make them now.
I can do better than that.
Just
And your one-
would stand
what-
like making them up.
And what was your one again? Sorry, what was your better one?
My better one was take it off, Terry. It
Take it
looks
off.
Great. Take
Take
it off, Terry.
Terry.
It looks great. Oh, take it off,
That
Terry.
makes sense.
Say, or you won't score no goal.
Take it off. Take what off? His shirt so he can score a goal.
Yeah, there's nothing more than what toxic masculine men like to do than shout, take it off. Take it off.
Well, maybe Terry should be taking
Terry,
his clothes off and
take
he'd run
it off.
quicker.
Right, sorry, carry on.
I've got 2 more for you. He's red, he's sound, he's banned from every ground. Kara's dad. Kara's dad.
That's real.
That's real.
Ashley.
Real.
Oh, real. All right, we've got 3 reals. Yeah, it is real. It was sung by Liverpool fans about Jamie Carragher's father, who was arrested at a match for being drunk.
Oh, nice.
There's no way that you know who Kara is.
No.
Or his dad.
Or his dad.
Or known that his dad was banned from a...
He's bald, he's red, he sleeps in Fergie's bed. Howard Webb. Howard Webb.
The referee.
That's... You got a smirk on you, that's fake.
Fergie, it's an out-of-date reference. I'm going to say it's fake as well.
I'm gonna say.
That could be real.
I'm gonna say real.
Well done, Ash, it's real.
Yeah.
Liverpool fans against Howard Webb and Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
The reason why, because you said it's an out-of-date reference, but he did say one from like 13 years ago.
Yeah, true.
So.
Last but not least, we'll do a funny one. A dodgy but funny one. Who let the frogs out? Who?
It was just something to like Eric Cantona or something.
No.
No.
Is that the only football you can think of, Matt?
No, David Ginola.
David Ginola. Matt Letitia.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tony Adams.
I know, I'm just thinking of French one.
Oh, Matt Letitia is not French, despite having a French name. Thierry Henry.
What is French for Vavaboom?
What is French for Vavaboom?
Is it fake or real?
I'd say it's real.
Yeah, real.
What was it again, Dave? Sorry.
Who let the frogs out? Who? Obviously, sung to the melody of Who Let the Dogs
real.
Out.
Yeah,
It's real. It was real. Actually, I realised it's Leicester City fans sung this to the tone of Who Let the Dogs Out by the Baha Men to Arsenal, who are notorious for having French players. They
were. Yeah.
They were. Yeah, they're not anymore, I suppose. But yeah, that's a chant or I can't. There you are.
Well, it looks like Mr. Tarrant is the winner of the Chanty Canty, whatever it was called.
Chanty Canty.
That's a chant. I can't.
Yeah, Chanty Canty. Chanty Picante. Yeah, so thank you, Dave. That's. Do you feel in the football spirit now, everyone?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so leathery.
I'll be honest. The World Cup 2020 was the best one that's ever happened.
I enjoyed it.
Should we go out and score 4 net points?
Let's go score 4 net points.
And whilst we're doing that, we'll hand over to our aliases in shit news. Didn't press the stop button, did I? Bong!
He's been a real pain in my neck, that geezer.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Owes me a lot of money.
Oh, well, that's not good, is it?
Even ran off with me wife.
It sounds like you need some help.
And where do I get that from, mate?
Well, from getting the van, of course.
Get in the van, the only company that sorts your problems out on your behalf. We will deal with your annoyance head on with great enthusiasm. Get in the van! Get the f***ing van! Anonymously, get a f***ing bag on his head! And with great taste. Choose from a number of locations to store your problem, from 5-star dockyards and the most luscious warehouses. Is your annoyance that you need information? No worries. We have ways of making it talk with a selection of the finest threats and tools. From How Are Your Kids to the deluxe Nut Clump Buzzer 3000. And if you want your problem to just disappear, we have you covered. You can choose from our wide choice of storage venues, including the bottom of your local river, or flight it onto the M25. It all goes away with Get in the Van.
This is the latest dispatch just received in our news.
Zin Podcast, bringing you the latest news from around the world with Victor Garsley, Crowboy, Frankenstein, and Mr. Graves. This is Shit News.
Yeah, so shit news.
See, I got you by surprise this time, you little shits.
I was not ready at all.
Normally we rehearse. turning our heads from left to right, and there's always quite a bit of orchestration, but I thought I'd jump right in. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and Jenny Spoons, you are joined here with Hot Lips, Funky Gibbon, Long Socks, and Teabag, your weekly news team, and we've been crunching the numbers, we've been running the data, and our hot, steamy, sopping news machine has come up with all these scoops just for you to put in your pocket and carry with you through the day. So, are you guys ready? You guys ready for the scoops?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Well, Jamie Redknapp and his girlfriend, Frida Anderson-Laurie, are wearing matching puffer jackets.
It's gonna make you mad.
Puffin.
Kerry Katona's got coronavirus, and she said she's never felt so poorly.
Shit!
Kerry Katona.
Oh, she's right in the wars, isn't she? Lisa Snowden says Christmas will be sad this year.
Bastard!
And
So why that article?
It's going to be sad this year.
Amanda Holden is wearing a Christmas cracker hat as she leaves Heart FM.
Oh, that's hard.
And then it wouldn't be shit news without our friend Katie Price. She got a belly button ring. She's raging after getting a belly button rings in her pierced ear due to language barrier in Turkey. What the fuck? So she got a belly button ring in her ear because of the language barrier in Turkey. I don't understand any of that.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, she's shit.
She's the worst.
For attention, isn't it?
But what I want to focus on this week is a story. I was trying to find a new story from 2020 that I found really interesting, and I thought this was hilarious when I first read it, and then it turned out to be actually really interesting. So a Thai researcher is basically feeding people chicken feathers on the menu in his restaurant.
Wait, as in Thai, as in...
Yeah, he's a man wearing a tie. No, he's from Thailand. No, basically, he's serving chicken feathers on his menu. Meals made out of chicken feathers. And I was like, that's funny. But actually, what he's done is he's a 30-year-old man, and his name is, I'm never going to say this, Surat Kittabandthorn.
Mr. Knott.
Yeah. Basically, he found that the poultry industry is big worldwide, and one thing that never gets used is the chicken feathers. So he's turned them into a powder that can be turned into a lean, protein-rich source of edible food that he started serving in his restaurant. He's like a food scientist. And he's basically started making chicken nuggets and a steak substitute, and he's saying that they've actually got really good reviews. An international food blogger said he tacked into this steak with gravy, mashed potato, and salad. And he said, I really could imagine this being served to me in an actual restaurant. So I don't know if he was.
I love that, in an actual restaurant.
Slyly dissing
this guy. Not in his basement. Eat my chicken feather steak. I don't want to.
But not in his mum's kitchen.
Yeah, but
chicken feathers, or he gets the lotion again.
I'd actually be interested to know what your view on this, Dave, is, because he said obviously this isn't vegan or vegetarian, but he said this is his plan to approach zero waste restaurant and ethical eating, because technically it's a waste product of the food industry. So would you eat that? Would you eat something made of chicken feathers?
No. I mean, I like the fact that he's obviously. I mean, like, you think of like the whole hunter-survivor thing. If you're going to kill an animal, you then probably use the skin as like clothing, blah, 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 and use as much from the animal as you would. So that whole idea of using as much as you can get from it, yeah, it's a good idea. If you're going to kill something, then why not use every single part that you can? But no, I'm not going to still eat.
See, the thing is as well, though, just to quickly add, yeah, it is a lot more wholesome because they're using something that's technically a waste product, but that also means that it's probably incredibly cheap to buy as well. So it just means that he's got a very, a gimmick that he can, profit on, basically.
Have you not been to his restaurant where they serve feathers and toenails?
Oh,
toenail soup.
Toenails, I'm now intrigued.
Fuck chicken feathers. I'd eat a toenail soup any day.
Stick a toenail in my mouth any day of the week.
Stilton.
So yeah, that's the news from me. Oh,
you got parmesan at the back of you.
So I'm gonna have to cut you off there. I'm getting a hot scoop from Long Socks. Long Socks, are you there?
Coming in loud and clear. How are we going over there? My news story I thought for the year was something that actually caught my attention because I like nerding out about aliens. I don't know about you guys, what your theories.
Yeah. I love nerding out about aliens.
I believe we're the only planet ever.
Awesome.
Oh, because of Jesus, God.
Because of Jesus.
Because of Jesus, yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen footage of
aliens?
I mentioned them briefly earlier on. Cuttlefish. Have you seen how cuttlefish communicate with each other?
I don't know how they communicate. I've seen how crazy they are, and I know budgies love them.
Budgies love them. Cuttlefish, they communicate by their skin. They change the colour of their skin, and they have patterns that revolve around their skin. If male ones want to mate with a female one, and there's a larger male, it will make itself look like a female one by making itself more white. They look like aliens.
Weird.
The whole back of their bodies just have like moving patterns, like sort of like camouflage and stuff like that. It's weird. But anyway, back to the story. Do you guys remember that the Pentagon this year released UFO videos, 3 of them?
Yeah.
But they released 3 videos because throughout the last 10, 15 years, certain people have either hacked it or found videos and linked them online. But the Pentagon released 3 videos. One video shows a clip from 2004 filmed by 2 Navy pilots. It shows a round object hovering about above the water about 100 miles, 160 kilometers out in the Pacific Ocean. The two other are filmed in 2015. One shows them moving through the air, which is spinning. And there's another one where it says the pilot's like, oh, look at it, dude, it's rotating and shit. The 3 videos are online. If you literally type in Pentagon UFO videos, you can find them instantly. But the statement from the Pentagon is the reason why they released it is because they kept getting leaked online. And their statement is to say that we're now releasing it to show that it's basically they're saying it's nothing related to them. But the one thing they've done, obviously the Department of Defense have done, is state that the videos, they no longer call them UFOs. What is it they would call them now? They're called Unidentified Aerial Phenomenons, UAPs.
Whoop.
Is that a more sort of like proper way to say it, is it? Or
I guess because UFO was originally a pilot phrase for anything that was unidentified. It didn't mean aliens, but now it's become synonymous with aliens.
So they've changed it.
So they've changed the word, I guess.
I mean, a little weird off fact here. One of the original like sightings of UFOs were to do with the first kind of stealth planes that were used in America, and a lot of propaganda was used to keep the stealth planes stealth. For obviously, what was going on with like stuff in the Cold War. They told people that they were seeing spaceships and stuff like that to kind of keep it under wraps. Same with like kind of the whole carrots thing that we mentioned. But yeah, Pentagon have released these 3 videos of aliens. But the reason why they actually first became leaked, and I found this quite funny, going back to childhood, was Tom DeLonge's organisation. Tom DeLonge.
Oh, of course it fucking was.
Was the guy who made sure that these videos got leaked.
Tom DeLonge, one of the singers from Blink-182, for those who don't know.
Always.
Just a side note. Just
how are you?
So what you were saying. Have you seen the recent posts that have come up in the news about that Israeli scientist that's claimed that we've been in communication with aliens for a long time, and there's an actual galactic federation that we deal with? Apparently, the US.
Someone's been watching too much Star Wars.
But the thing is that but he's a decorated scientist. But the thing is that gets me is
he just comes in on tassels.
No.
Who decorated him?
Shush. What I mean is that the thing that gets me with these though is these people have been in, they've been respected people for a long, long time, and it's always convenient they've got a book out when they announce this shit. Always.
Do you guys believe that aliens have been to this planet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
I don't personally, and the reason I don't is
not recently.
If they have, I suppose our planet's got a lot of resource that would make it attractive to other planets, but then so does so many other planets. The only thing that makes us interesting is that there is life on this planet.
And Sin and Jim podcast.
And the Sin and Jim podcast, which we will be beaming into space in 2021.
Hey, that's our gimmick. We could have the first podcast to ever go into space.
Yeah, I mean, we've had David Bowie songs go into space, but we'll be the first fucking podcast to go into space.
To Sin and Jim.
I just think if obviously there's the Fermi paradox and all that, and if there are so many planets in the universe, why haven't any of them been here? And I just think if we went to another planet, we would make our presence known. And we're not a very advanced civilization, probably, if you think about it comparatively. I just think that they would make themselves known and to be not a threat and etc. If they'd come during the time of man, recent times.
I mean, I don't know. After seeing people this year, I think it would be an awful idea for them to. After seeing all like Trump supporters, fucking hell! If one came down now, fuck.
I would say if aliens have visited this planet, they may have potentially been involved with maybe the kind of the starts of everything on this planet, maybe a long, long time ago, if anything, or maybe had an influence. But I don't know. Like at the end of the day, I find the idea of it fascinating. Doesn't mean it's true or not, but it's certainly interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to stop you there. I'm getting a hot flash of news straight from Dartford. Teabag, can you hear me?
Hello, yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Yes, this is Teabag here. I've got a very interesting news that will set you up for hours of discussion. Doctors remove a 15-pound ball of hair from a teenager's stomach.
Sexy.
It's a big snack.
A teenage girl chewed her hair for so many years that eventually doctors had to operate to remove a massive hairball The girl, 17, ended up with 7 kilograms or 15 pounds.
7 kilograms?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Ball of
right
hair
off.
in her stomach. The weight of a 5-month-old baby.
I was going to say, that's like a stone and a pound, isn't it? That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, old-timey English man. That's a stone and a pound.
Your lads.
Yo, lads.
Yo, lads.
After an ultrasound, the lump was initially suspected to be cancerous tumour, but doctors removed the hairball instead during a 6-hour operation. Yeah, they videoed it. This was in India. They operated it on August the 31st, but the actual picture of it looks like a giant turd. Like, I'm going to hold it up to the camera. I don't know if you'll see it. But
could have done without that in my life. Looks like
I struggled
literally
with, like, getting there at the shower.
It's like a horse that done a shit.
Horse.
It looks like a vegan cereal bar.
Oh, actually, funny that you're on about that. I brought my own.
So, but she was stable. She has been released from hospital since. So don't chew your hair, otherwise you end up with a 15-pound.
What did she call it?
Otherwise, you end up with a stone and 1 pound block of hair inside you.
that. Is
Imagine if she held it afterwards.
She called it hairy.
Wrapped it up.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. With the amount of hair that I find from Lou round my flat, I'm going to end up with.
In your foreskin.
Yeah, I'm going to end up with a full 15-pound all of hair around my foreskin.
I'll tell you what. You could probably sell that to some weirdos on the internet.
I'd love to cut it in half. I'd imagine how great that would feel to cut in half.
Foreskin.
What, your foreskin?
No, the ball of hair.
Like a cake.
I bet
it would stink so
but,
bad.
Sorry, we're gonna have to cut off there. Sorry, yeah, Funky Gibbon, are you there? Do you copy?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you. It will never get
one day we're just gonna have half an hour of silence.
the whole episode.
It's only for the very bravest of podcast listeners to get through it.
Right, so this one is actually fairly recent, but I thought it was quite fitting considering how Sin and Jin I've been projected in Sin and Jin. But yeah, Adolf Hitler elected in Namibia's local council elections, but has no plans for world domination. Mr. Unona was given the unfortunate name by his father, who did not realise who Hitler was or what he stood for.
So he just thought it was a cool name that he'd come across?
A man named after Adolf Hitler has won a local election in Namibia, I think it is, but insists he has no plans for world domination. He's 54 and was elected as a local politician for the town of Umpunja in the north of the country with 85% of the vote.
Where the rivers flow with Fanta.
However, Mr. Unona, as he prefers to be called, says that despite his unfortunate namesake, he has no plans to take over the world.
Thank God. I mean, for now, that could be the return of Mecha
Hitler. It was all a ruse.
Wouldn't it be... I think this guy needs to stand up for making the world a better place. Could you imagine if someone who brought the world together was called Hitler and brought the good name of Hitler back into the limelight?
I didn't read this part, but this is quite interesting. It says, speaking to the German news website Bild, he said his father gave him the name without understanding who the Nazi leader was or what he stood for. He says Namibia is a former German colony, so it's not unusual for streets, places and people to have German names. So he said it was a perfectly normal name for me when I was a kid. It wasn't until I grew older that I realised that this man wanted to subjugate the whole world and killed millions of Jews. So
not until I got older that I realised he was a naughty man.
I love this though. It says the fact I have this name does not mean I want to conquer Oshana, which is the local region that he's a politician for. I don't know. It really made me. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't mean I'm striving for world domination. But apparently he won by a massive margin. So, and he doesn't go by his full name on social media. Apparently,
good
only on
Hitler.
official documents.
I'm
good for Adolf Hitler.
Good for Hitler.
Well done, Hitler.
He's doing great. Go on, Hitler. Yeah,
Hitler.
you can do it, buddy.
Do it, Hitler.
We're proud of you, buddy.
And on that hot scoop, we will end shit news and we'll move on
Just please don't do a clipping of just us all going, yeah, Hitler, you can.
Yeah, Hitler.
Yeah, Hitler.
No, all right. I'll keep it because I'm banking on this guy to do some good in the world, and then we've got a clip of us celebrating Hitler.
That's it, yeah,
Invite us to the-
Or Hitler 2.
Hitler 2.0.
Hitler 2. Hitler 2.0.
This time it's personal.
Yeah. So we've got one more feature, haven't we, Matthew?
We have.
What's that saucy little boy?
It's the Blank-O-Mattic.
Blank-O-Mattic, it's chromatic, it's dramatic. Blank-O-Mattic, it's Blank-O-Mattic.
All right, you weenie wankers. Here we are. It's time for
The big WW.
Yo, lads. We are here for the gorgeous and the amazing Blank-O-Mattic, the last one of the year. If you're not clued up with what the Blank-O-Mattic is, you're an idiot. You're a goddamn fool. We basically go online, we find some generators, we put in words and do hickeys, and we come out with a story or a whatever.
A licky.
Now, it is... I tried to find a New Year's one, but they were dog shit. So, it is...
Well, instead, we can make ourselves feel really New Year'sy by just doing Old Lang Syne.
Yeah.
Let's all put
That's enough of that. Stop that.
Right.
Go on.
So, it is, thank God, the death of 2020.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Is that actually what it's called?
Fitting.
No, it is the funeral speech.
Oh,
I thought you meant like an apocalyptic death. Like I'd be like Michael Jackson in the Earth Song, just grabbing onto two trees.
So this is the funeral speech.
What about us?
Okay.
No.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
We need a number.
7.
Dave, you're the number man.
1.6285.
Just keep it normal numbers, man.
9.
23.
There we are, 9.
You failed in your most basic of tasks.
I'm actually the colour politician, man. So.
Oh, you are colours.
yeah,
Colours.
Yeah.
Hope you've been
Okay,
Googling
all right,
to politicians.
Ash, you have just been promoted to number man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I tell you, if you give me a fucking decimal point or something like that, you're out.
Point. I'm hoping he does, so that I can become the number boy.
So we need an adjective.
Silky.
Prehistoric.
Historic.
Slimy.
Poisoned.
Poisoned. I like poisoned.
Narrow.
Narrow. I quite like narrow.
Yeah, I like narrow. A person's name. I assume this is who died.
Cedric Flump.
No, stop.
State.
Cedric. Oh, stop doing Cedric.
Oh, okay.
It's Stephanie.
Frankie Clanky.
Tiffin Scragland.
Tiffin Scragbollock.
Tiffin Montgomery Sex Weasel.
What about
Gilbert Gollywag.
Polly Pop.
I nearly said Gollywag.
Polly Prolapse.
I didn't mean to.
Polly Prolapse?
All right, Polly Prolapse.
I was thinking of Polly Pocket.
Prolapse Pocket.
Polly Pocket Prolapse.
Oh, just a Polly Prolapse. Adjective.
Tasty.
I was going to say, I tried slimy. Can we have a slimy?
We can have a slimy.
Yeah, a little slimy boy.
Ash, we need 3 separate numbers.
Okay, we'll have 23.
23.
Solid number.
2.
And 59.
You went 59, not 69. You fucking disgust me.
Because I'm not dirty. I'm a good boy.
Do we want right or wrong?
Wrong.
Come on.
Right.
I mean,
we need 3 separate adjectives. Joe, choose your adjective.
Thick.
Thick. Dave, choose
But
your...
with 2 C's, please.
My one will be ambitious.
Oh, David.
And
That's a
I'm
long word.
going to take the last one. I'm going to go for my prehistoric.
Thanks.
Well, you had 3 numbers,
I
Ash.
didn't have one.
You
You had 3 fucking numbers.
I lost
All
my
right.
numbers. Never even got it in the first
Right,
place.
we need a country.
Barbia.
Zoolandia.
Colonial land.
I know, but Benidorm's not a country, is it?
Benidorm. Just put Benidorm. The Isle of Benidorm.
No. Country in
The United Soviet Republic of Benidorm.
The Republic of
Yugoslavia.
Mongolia.
The Republic of Rat Town.
Mongolian Beef City.
Mongolian beef. Mongolia. We haven't had Mongolia.
Mongolian Beef City.
Have we had something like that before?
We've had something like that before.
Well, Mongolian beef country. Have Mongolian beef country.
No, we had Clamtown, Cambodia.
Yeah.
This is
No, we did have something with Mongolia.
Yeah, that was from. It's a throwback from before. We had Mongolian, didn't we?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But Mongolian Beef City is the sister town of Clamtown, Cambodia.
Oh,
yeah, silly us.
Oh, actually, no. This is supposed to be a country.
Yeah, that's what I said. Mongolian beef country.
No, Republic of Mongolian Beef.
Republic of Mongolian beef.
Now it sounds like a country. Mongolia.
Right.
I love that. Just says Mongolia.
Ash, we need a number.
92.
Right, we need plural clothing. Gravy goggles.
Scallywag socks.
Scallywag socks.
I like flippy floppies.
Flippant flip flops.
Flippant flip flops. Voluptuous flip flops.
A wicked pair of Heelies.
I quite like
Hitler's Heelies.
Hitler's Heelies.
Guy from what was the country you said earlier on? Ash?
It was Nambalia, wasn't it?
Yeah, Nambalia.
It's in there. Hitler's Heelies is in there.
Hitler's Heelies.
Right, we need plural body part.
Couple of shaggy nips.
Shaggy nips.
Horse pecs.
4 foot long.
What about plumpy pecs?
Enlarged kidneys.
Oh.
Enlarged.
Smoker's lung.
Well, I mean, he's a funeral.
The stones of the illest kidneys.
Enlarged kidneys full of stew.
Full of Mongolian beef.
With Stuart Little. Full of hair.
Enlarged kidneys full of rat droppings.
Why have they got to be full? Why have they got to be full of anything?
I just want to feel kidneys with things. Okay, any song.
Goes for you, kidneys, isn't it?
Any song.
I don't know the any song.
No, we can choose a song, but I reckon we should think of a title going around the 4 of us. Okay, so I'm gonna just start it off with The Ballad of Joe.
Paperclip. Ash.
Oh God. Skanky.
Paperclip Skanky.
Ballad of Paperclip.
That doesn't work.
It could be a name. All right. Paperclip. I don't know. Come back to me. Go Dave first.
Okay, Dave. The Ballad of Paperclip.
Paperclip's a fucking
Johnson.
McGinty.
Yeah, all right then.
And his fucking horse.
And his 7-Elevens.
The Ballad of Paperclip Johnson and his fucking.
Written by Megadeth.
I like that.
Next Victor in the bloody album.
Have you heard their new song? What is it? Oh no, it's really good. You're gonna love it. What's it called? Ignore the name. What's it called? No, it's The Ballad of Paperclip Johnson and his fucking horse. We need a noun. Chocolate tampon. Chocolate butt plug.
Surveillance snake.
It's always a fucking snake.
It's the new war zone.
For some reason, whenever there's a snake in Blank-O-Mattic, I'm fucking done. Well, we had that fucking. Not only do we have the crumb snake, with the fucking jewelry snake, and now we have the fucking surveillance snake.
You got wait. We regularly play Warzone. That's the new update, isn't it? Surveillance instead of the UAV, you just chuck the surveillance snake into the air.
Oh, is that what it is?
Is that? Oh. He says there's enemies to the northwest.
Oh, God.
He said there's enemies to the south.
Hey! Oh, I missed that really obvious snake-based pun.
We need a verb.
To slip.
Thrusting.
Thrust.
Thrust, yeah, thrust.
Engaged thrusters.
Offerings.
We need a place.
Oh.
Okay, so I think let's see if we can come up with the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to say the cave of
vanishing. Ashley. The cave of vanishing. What?
Potatoes.
The cave of vanishing potatoes and Dave. Wycliffe. What? Wycliffe Sean?
No, I said Peter Sutcliffe.
Wycliffe
Sean. I like Wycliffe Sean.
Vanishing potatoes.
The cave of vanished potatoes and Wycliffe Sean. Is that where he's starting the new fire? He's starting the new fire festival there.
It's in there.
Don't make her a whore, no.
So
I've got my potatoes. Let's go into the disco.
For what it's like, everyone's like, well, we all know about. It was originally called the Cave of Vanishing Potatoes, but then one day Wycliffe John went in there, never came out.
Yeah,
everyone's been looking for him. They found the potato.
Turns out he's also a potato.
Oh, baby, you got what I need.
We need an animal.
Oh, slippery lizard.
No.
The gizzard of a sex lizard.
What about a seriously lanky leopard?
You and your lanky leopards.
You love a lanky leopard.
Wait, have I done that already?
Yeah.
Have I?
Or at least it's been a suggestion.
A disgruntled stoat.
What's a stoat?
It's like a
ferret type
like
thing.
a shit weasel.
Okay. A shit. Can you some shit weasel?
Yeah. Oh, what's this? It's a stoat.
Oh, it's
what's
the
that?
shit weasel.
It's like a weasel.
No,
Shitter.
we've got a disgruntled stoat. Holiday, as in the American sense.
Oh, okay, not a place to go.
Okay, let me try this.
Salem. That's not a holiday.
That's a place.
Yeah.
Salem.
The festival of
Labor Day.
The festival of vibrating
Pez dispensers.
Vibrating Pez.
Vibrating Pez dispensers.
The festival of vibrating Pez dispensers. Ash, do you want to follow that up with anything?
Oh, I'm all right. I think it works as it is.
All right, the festival of vibrating Pez dispensers.
I have a really weird childhood memory where I broke my Pez dispenser and I was really upset. It was a Kermit one. It was my favourite. There's a little memory for you.
Let's wait to see what Santa brings you.
Pez are horrible, really, aren't they? Let's face it.
It's a chip, aren't they?
That's why I put little bits of beef in there.
Old dried
Mongolian beef.
Oh, you broke my Kermit one by filling it with beef, didn't you?
Yeah. Right, we need an adjective.
Ghastly.
It's a me.
It's a me.
Right, Ash, we need 2 separate numbers.
Okay, 4
Yep.
and 17.
Okay.
His favourite ages.
Okay.
Clear water.
Okay, so we need. I like this one. This has got good potential. Plural beings, e.g., angels, vampires, clowns, or gypsies.
Gypsy clowns.
Hold up a minute. They were like
Lender benders.
They were like, oh yeah, fucking aliens, clowns, gypsies.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty low on that one, weren't they? Tramps and thieves.
I'm going to say we're going to go around again. I think we've got a new strategy here. That I think
they're all going to be really long.
No. The ghost of
Slumbering
Jimmy Boo.
Ghost of slumbering Jimmy Boo.
There we are.
Was he a snooker player? I can't remember.
Mention him a lot.
We need a noun. Haunted snooker queue.
Sure. This is a weird funeral.
Oh, we need another plural being. Okay.
Wait, hold up. If there's a funeral, shouldn't Scragbone Baggins be involved somewhere?
Well, we can have Scragbone Baggins.
Right, so another being.
Yeah.
About Scragbone Baggins'
a group of
brother or
beings.
something like
A
that.
group of Scragbones.
Plural
Holly
being,
and Marley.
Oh,
Holly and Marley.
Oh, yeah, the last one. The last one was meant to be, I'm going to say the ghosts of slumbering Jimmy Boo, but...
The ghosts of Jimmy Boo and friends.
Yeah. So we need another plural ghost or whatever. It doesn't have to be a ghost. It could be whatever you want. The demon pants of...
The demon pants?
Yeah.
The demonic pants. Yeah, surely.
The demonic pants of...
Tracy Beaker.
Tracy Beaker. Of the Queen's Nose. I think of all kids shows.
The demonic pants of Tracy Beaker. God. Single part of body. Thumb.
Oh.
Thumb.
Just thumb. Just
go on then.
Sex thumb.
Sex thumb. It's my sex thumb. I stick it in her asshole and I stick it
in her bum.
What?
We need an adjective.
Talisa's teapots.
Colossal.
Ooh, colossal's quite good. Just like Ash's cock.
His cock's massive.
He's got his cock.
Yo, lads.
Yo. I like the idea of sorry. I like the idea of like positive reinforcement, like chanting. Like, he's got a massive cock. He's Ash. He's a great guy. Ashley! You
got a big cock! You got a big cock!
Stop it!
Hey.
You could get that job at your interview. Go on, Matthew. You can do it.
I hope you're doing that song quite well. Anyway. A verb ending ing.
Sexling.
Crumpling.
Crumpling.
Kicking.
I'm gonna go for
I like crumpling, yeah.
plural food.
Grapes.
Maggot bread.
Oh, the famous maggot bread.
It was more about how he said it.
Maggot bread. I was going to go for
Noun plural.
Nipple enclosures. Granny's nipple enclosures.
Foreskin yo-yos.
Foreskin yo-yos. Oh.
Horse saddle made of entirely leftover.
Sorry, this is plural, by the way. This is plural.
Pickle clamps.
Pickle clamps.
Pickle clamps.
Engelbert Humperdinck's.
No, we're going with pickle clamps.
Okay.
Animal plural.
Gay gazelles.
I mean, it's simple
And effective.
And beautiful.
All right, we've gone for gay gazelles.
I wonder if there are any gay gazelles.
I'm sure there
there's
are.
gay animals of everything in it, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just all
Everything's gotta
gay.
be.
If you're an animal, you be who you want to be.
Yeah.
Don't let the world tell you what.
And if you're a human, be who you want to be.
Don't let David Attenborough.
If you want to be a gazelle, you be a gazelle.
Yeah. Don't let David Attenborough tell you who to fuck.
Noun plural.
Nasty Nick's callus.
Gremlin shoes.
Gremlin shoes.
Gremlin shoes.
Aunt Sarah's bunk muffins.
What about
a shooter. One deadly shooter.
Crispin Glover's bowl hats?
Oh.
It's too hard to write.
What about I don't know. Billy's bowler hats.
The Headless Horseman's bowler hat.
Hats, plural.
A bowl of salt.
The Headless
Horseman's bowl of salt.
Which he uses to keep away ghosts.
Yeah.
Those fucking scary bastards, Jimmy Boos.
He scares me. Scared my bloody head off.
I can't see him, but they're still fucking scary.
bowl of salt.
I can sense him.
A man or a woman?
Both.
A woman.
Woman. Verb.
Cradling.
Cradle.
Cradle. Yeah.
Cradle.
Cradle.
Right.
I made you out of clay.
Ash, it is a number.
Uh-huh.
But this one's for you. A year.
Oh, 1985. Bowling for Soup.
2 years before you were born, Ash.
Do you know it's a cover, that song?
I didn't know that, and the original sounds exactly like Bowling for
You
Soup.
mentioned this.
Yeah.
Who
I made
song was it originally?
It was nice.
Some random band.
It's some random band that weren't very popular, but they knew them. They knew them, and basically they. This is a real side note. Basically, they did the cover of it so that they would get royalties for it because they really liked the song.
Wow, bloody hell,
and it sounded really like a Bowling for Soup song anyway. So
it did, it fucking does. Well,
so
because
it
I've only had the Bowling for Soup version. So.
You listen to the original; it's exactly the same. That's the weird thing about it. But anyway,
weird, isn't it?
Occupation.
Sorry.
Butt scratcher.
Butt scratcher.
Butt scratcher.
Scratcher.
I like that. Scratcher. That's classic. That's classic.
All right. Family member. For example, dad, brother.
Oh, good. In case I didn't,
uncle.
In case you didn't know.
My dad, Paul, who went out for cigarettes 15 years ago.
Casually racist uncle.
Casually racist uncle.
Very good.
I have one of those.
Don't we all?
All Chinese people are bad at driving.
I bet that's a woman driver in front.
I mean, that's not racist. That's just that's sexist.
Yeah.
He's just a piece of shit. He's sexist. Don't invite Uncle Paul to the day.
I'm gonna write piece of shit uncle.
Piece of shit uncle.
Oh, did you invite Uncle Piece of
That's probably
Shit?
because you are the piece of shit uncle.
Yeah. Ash, we need a number.
34.
Where's all the colours at this funeral, hey?
Yeah, I know.
Got a list up.
All those politicians.
You got a list of politicians.
I do, look, just in case. I didn't want to.
Did you actually get a list of politicians?
Just in case. I was like, I'm ready for this one now. I've got JFK Green.
There's no colours left. Fuck! Right, we need
Everyone wears black at a funeral.
Grotesque.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's good.
Single part of body.
Nelson Mandela yellow.
Greasy gonad.
Greased up gonad.
Greased up gonad.
Greased up gonad.
Come here, bring it over.
That's a great sound. Can you do that close? Can you do that closer in the mic?
Welcome to ASMR with Sin and Jin.
Now, to make you feel really relaxed, the sound of someone greasing up your testicles.
Oh, I'm so relaxed.
I've never been more relaxed.
Okay, we need 3 separate nouns. So we're going to have one from each of you. Ash.
Come back to me, please. This is too much.
Phyllis's death chair.
I'll just go for death chair.
All aboard the death chair.
Dave, we need a noun.
Peter's prickly.
Why do these nouns belong to someone?
I don't know. Prickly penises.
Prickly condom.
Prickly condom.
Oh.
You have to turn it inside out.
Yeah. And Ash?
The raddest of radiators.
Oh.
The raddest or the reddest?
The raddest.
Because I don't know what kind of house has red radiators.
No, the rad.
Fire stations.
I'm going to just call it Rad Radiator.
Yeah, rad radiator.
We'll call it Rad.
Sorry, I didn't realise we were living in an 80s.
1985.
And we need a verb ending in ed. Dripped.
Spaffed.
You're spaff.
Right.
Shagged.
Hanky panky.
That was so aggressive.
Shagged. I fucking shagged her. She loved it.
We need an organ of body.
Oh, we've already had
Little
anxious appendix.
little slice spleen.
Anxious
appendix.
Ghoulish giblets.
Ghoulish gallbladder.
Yeah, I was going to say it's got to be ghoulish gallbladder, if anything.
Right.
Julia penile gland.
Oh.
Ghoulish gallbladder.
Opulent optic nerve.
All right, we're nearly there. Adjective.
Teeny.
Teeny
Yes.
weeny.
Teeny weeny. Teeny weeny rub beanie.
Teeny weeny Rob Binney.
Rob, if you're listening to this, why are you so small?
You're so swine.
We just want to put you in our pocket.
Pick you up whenever you fall asleep at parties.
I thought you said, why are you so swole? Like he's fucking massive.
That applies too.
Yeah, that does apply too.
I mean, he's a personal trainer, so
Yeah, I remember one time going to a party with him, and he KO'd from drinking too much martini at a party.
I may have been at
Drinks martini.
I may have been the same one because I had a wee and he was like around the toilet bowl and I was trying to wee.
Small.
He was so small.
Climbing out the toilet bowl.
He brought a bottle of martini and drank that straight.
Yeah.
What was wrong with him? Rob, if you're listening, you need to adjust your life priorities.
Yeah, God, why haven't you changed since then?
Yeah, I mean that was 2000.
I'm
That was 2007.
Stop drinking martini straight.
Yeah, I bet he's still doing that 10 years later.
Right, verb ending in ed. Wanked.
I was going to say, well, yeah, wanked. Yeah.
Fuck it, we've gone cruise with this one. Oh, I like noshed.
Nodged.
No, noshed.
Noshed.
When you,
I thought you invented a new sex word like nodged. I fucking nodged her hard.
Right, I mean, the last one, we need an adverb. Pretentiously.
Secretly? Yeah, something like that.
Pretentiously. Right, okay, we ready?
Mm-hmm. Right. Are we done?
We have
Yeah.
We are done.
Okay, right. Everyone take a drink. Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
If you're listening at home, make sure you take a drink as well.
4 beers for the 4 musketeers.
You lads.
You lads.
Right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
My funeral speech.
Okay.
Just 9 days ago, my life fell narrow. My grandma, Polly Prolapse, died a slimy death.
Polly Prolapse.
Slimy death.
We've barely got out the barrier. Just 9 days ago, my life fell narrow. My grandma, Polly Prolapse, died a slimy death at the age of 23.
Oh, Nan!
Grandma. How the fuck it? What?
Oh, Nan.
This was my speech I wrote, and it took me 2 hours to get it wrong.
Pretty much, yeah.
There were 59 people at the funeral, so I was very thick. Title: My funeral speech. Ambitious afternoon, everyone. My grandma was a prehistoric person.
At the ripe old age of 23, yeah.
She grew up in Republic of Mongolian beef with 92 brothers and sisters.
Wow. What a life.
She helped take care of me when I was in Hitler Heelies. She rocked me.
Oh dear.
Oh wow, it's been a while.
She helped take care of me when I was in Hitler Heelies. She rocked me in her enlarged kidneys to the tune of the Ballad of Paperclip Johnson and his fucking horse.
Oh no, that one.
Oh, Paperclip Johnson and his fucking horse.
Great song.
Oh, there's more. That wasn't the end of the sentence.
Oh.
Christ.
Okay, now you got to take a deep breath.
Oh, right. She helped take care of me when I was in Hitler Heelies. She rocked me in her enlarged kidneys to the tune of the Ballad of Paperclip Johnson and his fucking horse. Played Jump Surveillance Snake with me. Watched me thrust.
We say that?
Took me to the cave of Vanishing Potatoes and Wycliffe John. And even bought me a disgruntled stoat. Won on the Festival of Vibrating Pest Dispensers.
What's a sentence, eh? I bet that string of words has never been uttered by anyone ever.
No. She always told me I was ghastly.
Fair.
And that I was her number 4.
I mean, if she had
92,
if she had 92 brothers and sisters, that's pretty. You're in the top 5.
Yeah,
you're in the top 5 there.
You're right.
When I was 17, like any kid, I thought the ghosts of slumbering Jimmy Boo were under my haunted snooker cue.
Well, that's you didn't even know.
And she always told me that at night there were the demonic pants of Tracy Beaker that would swoop down and kiss my sex thumb.
Leave my thumb alone, Tracy Beaker, not the sex thumb.
And she said there is nothing to be colossal about.
Oh, yeah, fair.
True.
She had a passion for crumpling, loved maggot bread,
Oh yeah.
had a fetish for pickle clamps. But she was deathly afraid of gay gazelles.
That's because she's so fucking old at 23.
Oh, is it gay? Oh.
She was deathly afraid of gay gazelles and the headless horseman bowl of salt. However, she was the kind of woman that would do anything for me. She would cradle for me, as she once told me. In 1985, she became a successful butt scratcher.
I mean, wait. 1985, she wouldn't have been born.
In 1985, she became a successful butt scratcher and married my piece of shit Uncle Homer.
This family's fucked up.
Together, they had 34 grotesque children. She gave me a special gift one time and told me to hold it close to my greased up gonad. It was an ancient death chair from when she was a kid, and I will never let go of it. Thank you, Grandma, for this ancient death chair. I'll keep it near my bollocks for all time.
No, my greased up.
Make sure they're greased up.
When we got a call that she fell off a prickly condom, I dropped to the floor and
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
What he said,
I dropped to the floor and spaffed for hours.
Oh dear. Right, you got to read that sentence again. Come on. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, I feel like Dave now.
She gave me a special gift one time and told me to hold it close to my greased up gonad. It was an ancient death chair from when she was a kid, and I will never let go of it.
Oh my god. It hurts so much.
when we got a call that she fell off a prickly condom, I dropped to the floor and spaffed for hours.
That's the best. That's one of my all-time favourite Blank-O-Mattic lines.
Oh, darling, I've got terrible news. Grandma's died.
What?
I must go to. I must go to. I gotta.
Turns into an octopus. Catatonic.
Mother, I must go to my room and wank for hours.
Mother,
I understand, darling.
Mother, I spaff.
I even threw my red radiator out the window.
Pretty rad, man.
Yeah, that was rad.
I will always have a picture of her in my ghoulish gallbladder. She was teeny weeny, and she truly touched the lives of those she noshed.
Grandma. Oh, I want that on my gravestone. Joe Marshall, he truly touched the lives of those he noshed.
I'll repeat that again. He was teeny weeny, and she truly touched the lives of those she noshed. I will miss her pretentiously. Thank you.
I don't think a Blank-O-Mattic has fallen that well in a long time. That's a very good one.
Very good.
I will miss her pretentiously. Such a great closing line as well.
I'm going to say that to people. I'll miss you all pretentiously.
I'll miss you all pretentiously. And please remember me for all those I noshed.
Yeah. There we go.
Jesus.
That was the Blank-O-Mattic. So thank you all for listening. With 2020, 2020 was a fucking shit year, but like we said before, thank you so much for listening to us, and we hope this podcast has helped you through it in some way. We'd love to hear your thoughts and stuff behind it. I know we've had some stuff sent in that it will be included in future podcasts. Sorry, I just got a burp. Hold on.
I've got a burp.
Oh. What amazed me is you were drinking what looked like wine.
I thought you were drinking wine.
Oh, no, I'm drinking rum and Coke.
Oh, okay, right, fine. That makes much more sense than you burping on wine.
Sorry. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone that's listened to it. Please tell your friends about us. Please give our Facebook a nice little like. Also, please go to the YouTube channel. Just search Sin and Jim Podcast. You'll see it. And give that a little subscribe.
If you didn't know, we put videos of this up as well, so you can see us all rolling around laughing as well, in case you've just been listening to the audio base form of it.
Are your eyes bored? Need to stare at while you...
Are your eyes bored? You want to look at four men in their 30s?
But yeah, overall, it's been a fucking shit year, but I think one of the best things about this year is the four of us getting together and creating this absolute atrocity of a podcast.
I look forward to noshing you all out soon. when we can.
I've really greased up my testicles.
Grease up your gonad.
I'll get the foreskin docking station out.
Oh, yes.
But we've certainly had some wonderful one-liners and moments from this, and it certainly kept me alive during this 2020. Sorry, I said that as a bit depressingly, but it just fills me with such happiness to be with you guys. And I know that 2021 will fill us with more happiness and enjoyment. And I've got a bit emotional, but I love you guys, and I love you too, listeners. And
love you too, mate.
Remember, give everyone when everyone's got a vaccine, give your best friend a little kiss on the lips.
Give him a little bit of a fondle on the bollocks.
Give him a grease up their gonad. Do a friend a favour
for them.
Do a great friend a favour and grease up their gonad, and we will see you in 2021. You can pick where you listen to us, but just do it.
But before we go, I want to finish this podcast on one last thing that really says a lot.
Yeah.
I'm the King of Spain!
I'm the King of Spain! I'm the King of Spain!
Oh, I'm the King of Spain!
I'm the King of Spain!
I'm the King of Spain!
I'm the King of Spain! I love you. Bye.
Bye.